Blood on the Roses by Sophia Parker. What started off as a normal day would soon turn to disaster. When the White Rabbit was strolling through the infamous rose gardens, he discovered the body of the Queen of Hearts. She was found next to the garden wall with a large gash in her head. Blood was strewn over nearby flowers in the garden wall. The murder weapon, a scepter, was found near the scene. Detective Hatter was on the case. Fingerprints on the scepter were lifted using dusting and immediately sent to the Wonderland lab. Upon closer inspection, strands of blonde hair were caught on rose thorns. Shoe prints, identified as flats, were noticed leading up to the scene and returning to the castle. During the investigation, the White Rabbit was questioned by Detective Hatter. He claimed to have seen a woman in a blue dress fleeing the Queen's castle around the time of the murder. Following this lead, Detective Hatter noted that a blonde woman with an affinity for blue clothing had recently visited the area. The detective tracked down the suspect, Alice Kingsley. He waited until the Wonderland lab matched the hair and fingerprint samples to the killer before obtaining a warrant. They were a match! Detective Hatter raced to her house, a small cottage. Alice Kingsley was arrested on count of first-degree murder. In the home, a pair of blue flats were found with a splatter of blood on the toe. The dress in her closet was stained with an unidentified brown substance. During her questioning, Alice admitted to the crime. She claims that the Queen was oppressive and abusive to her friends, which drove her to murder. Detective Hatter closed the case after the trial. Alice Kingsley was sentenced to life in prison. The Queen had been avenged through justice.